Hey everybody, it's David with davidspassage.com and coming to you with just a little day hike video. Nothing real fancy or anything. Here on the North Country Trail in the Lost Nation State Game area in southern Michigan. And every year I lead a group on a backpacking trip in Allegheny National Forest. And in order to go to that trip, if this is their first time, they have to qualify by hiking this trail with a fully loaded pack. And so just with some students today, I'm taking them through this area. It's a nice, beautiful day for that. Here doing that, I'm also breaking in my new pack here. It's the Frost River Isle Royal Junior Bushcraft pack. So, supposed to be a good day, just beautiful weather out right now, and so we'll show you some of the things we see on the trail here today. Absolutely gorgeous day out to be doing this. Absolutely gorgeous.
See, there's a lake right there. Right there.
If the bugs get too bad, guys, I have bug spray.
Okay.
I know how to pick
good.
And then you get peanut butter.
This is beautiful out here. Look at all those trees sticking up out of the ground, out of the lake over there.
I can't see this.
I bet you that there's tens of thousands of dollars worth of frog legs in there.
Yeah.
Why are they dead?
Okay, here's another plant I want to show you. This is called sassafras. You familiar with sassafras?
Is it
Sassafras
sassy?
root beer.
Yep, that's made in, what do you think it's made from? What part of it?
The stem?
The leaf.
Think of the name of the pop. What's it called?
Sassafras.
What do you drink that's made from it?
Root beer.
Root beer. Roots.
Root.
Yep. They don't do that anymore because, but you can always tell because it says.
So it kind of looks like a very awkward dinosaur.
Yeah, like a little dinosaur footprint. But they'll always have, sometimes they'll have 3 little things like that, lobes or whatever. Sometimes they'll just be like this, or there's just one. Okay, and then sometimes these are kind of getting eaten up, but sometimes they'll be like that, where it's just a mitten. But take those and crush them up in your hands and smell it.
How are you supposed to crush it?
Just rub it around in your hands and smell it.
Oh, this smells so good.
Doesn't that smell good?
Yeah, it smells like fruit.
I'm taking a couple.
Yeah, one back there.
Smells like Fruit Loops.
Now, yeah,
Oh, there's another plant.
It does smell like Fruit Loops.
kind of smells like Fruit
Now
Loops.
I'm hungry.
You know, I always mentioned it. It does smell exactly like Fruit Loops. It kind of smells. It's
Yeah, it's got a
I wanna
citrusy
find
smell
something
to
that
it.
smells like Cocoa Pebbles.
So people come out here and camp too, and then they kind of trash it, which is not very nice.
Here's the mushroom.
Isn't that pretty?
Red.
Those trees are sticking out.
Hopefully I don't die.
Oh, the dam's right there.
Poisonous
Yeah.
mushrooms.
One slip and your foot's getting wet.
I'm all for it.
I flat tires you. And then I get to push you back down the hill.
Good old North Country Trail Blue.
Do you ever see anyone else on the trails?
Yeah.
Man, rarely. I mean, there's been a couple times I've seen them out here, but mostly during, after September 15th, you'll start seeing people because they're hunting. But now,
Shove him to the side.
maybe I've seen 1 or 2 during the summertime. Okay.
I can't figure off the top of my head.
We're making the tour of his furry games.
Transformers suck.
The sunlight is beautiful through the trees.
5'6".
I'm only 5'1".
I'm 5'11".
Nope.
When you get to work with
You go that fast.
teens, you get into some pretty interesting conversations when you're out in the woods because
No, actually,
they don't have their phones and their
I'm not 5'6".
game systems and all that stuff. It's kind of fun.
He's 13, so.
It's pretty entertaining too.
Oh.
Are you sure you want to become a chef because you like making food or you like eating?
No, I like making.
You have been shunned.
Yeah, that's a white pine. That's our state tree. Aren't you so proud to see that?
This reminds me of Ice Age 2 for some reason.
No. These are wild grapes.
They feel like little.
They're not very ripe.
No, they're not ripe
No,
yet
they're
at
not
all.
ripe at all. Just still
Wild
growing.
grapes.
are they?
I'm gonna eat one anyways.
No.
You can try to eat one. It'd be pretty sour.
Well, that's
What
I
are
like them.
Are
they?
they grape?
Yeah, those are wild grapes.
Wild grape.
Not right.
They're not ripe, but
They taste fine.
you want to try one?
I want to try one.
I do. They're not seedless, are they?
You can go ahead and pick one. No, they'll have
Oh.
seeds in it probably.
They have seeds.
They're gonna be
Let
bitter,
me try one. Good as
like sour. Look at that, give me that face again. Yeah, that's a sour grape.
It tastes fine.
Okay, so I had someone ask me recently how to get to the cave, and just want to let you know, if you drive down this road, this is Skuse Road. If you drive down this road, you're gonna see a sign that says public hunting area. Right there, it's got some blue paint on it. Well, just down the road here is a little trail that kind of leads up that way, and we're gonna go down there to the cave.
You're like that Survivor guy on that show. With little camera telling us about his adventure.
Okay, so if you're coming to the cave, you're gonna come to this open grassy area a bit. Kind of a meadow of sorts. Okay, so here's a little tip. If you're coming to this area, after you get past that little grassy area, you'll see the North Country Trail is going to split that way. Okay, you see that little blue swath of paint? Well, just before you get here, let's back up a little bit. You're going to notice a fork. There's a little game trail that goes that way. And we want to go this way to get to the cave. Now we're going to start to go down a little bit. It's a pretty steep decline. We're trying to be quiet to see if we can see any deer or any turkey. It's going to get real steep. When it's real steep, we want to spread out. Let somebody go first ahead of the ways, and then you see some of the cave caved in some of these holes where they blew it up. Yeah, if you want to. But what I'm saying is, we need to go real slow and let somebody go a while before you go, because otherwise it's real dangerous. You know what I mean?
Is this not the cave too?
This is the cave.
Oh, I found the entrance.
There's one, there's the other. All right, come on down here. I'll show you guys. When we met some horse riders out here a couple years ago, and we were talking to them about it because they've lived here their whole lives. And you can kind of see the cave there. But do you see the top of that hill?
Yeah.
Right up there? This was all cave before they blew it up and caved it in. You see? Can you see it?
Yeah.
We're kind of collapsed in. So you can go inside if you want to, but you're gonna get dirty, and I don't know what's inside of there. Okay. Andrew's like, I'm in. All right, AJ's going in first.
Last year, and
Go.
I felt a little bit
It's so
claustrophobic.
dark in
Go in. I'll come in.
All right.
I'm going through this.
Dude, that's like a drop.
That's cheating. That is too cheating.
You guys are such.
Go. I'm
Hey,
coming.
are you coming in?
Yeah, I'll go in. You go.
I would only think of like there'd be just dead animals in there. That's all. I don't think otherwise you're.
No,
Go
that's
in.
not even really
Go
big.
in.
Last time I found some animal bones. And a rat
Yeah,
skull.
like rat skull or something like that.
Come on, go in.
Can you sit up though?
Yeah. Dave, you could probably. I'm a rock.
Yeah, I've never
I
been
can't
there.
go under there.
I wouldn't go in there.
I'm gonna go.
Is it pretty gross?
That way.
No, actually, it's not.
It's pretty cool. Look,
Yeah, you should go in there.
I'm
know
going
there's a cave
from
in-
this way.
where's AJ at?
Wait, I'm coming.
Wow.
Hi, Nate. Nate.
It's actually very cool in there.
Nate's
Very
slow.
cool.
Oh.
Like as in awesome, or as in like cold?
Big. It's pretty big, actually.
Pretty big.
Yeah, AJ could stand up.
That's big for your opinion. I can't. I can't stand up in there.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Huh?
Is this where we're stopping for lunch, or?
No, we're going back for pizza.
Oh, okay.
How's that sound?
Good. I'll just take a break.
You're walking in an old riverbed, guys. Or a creek bed, rather.
If I found somewhere flat, I'd do burpees. Thanks so much. No.
Live?
That was fun for a second. Tough stuff.
Don't go that way.
I would suggest going this way.
A little bit of history. You know, you probably heard of the Jesse James gang, late 1800s. One of the Jesse James gang members was named Silas Doty, and he was a horse thief, and he came through, and kind of the local story is he actually hid horses in this cave, and it used to be bigger, and about 15-20 years ago or something, the DNR came and blew it up for safety reasons, because people were coming down here, and they didn't want to have an incident down here, which is kind of a shame, because, you know, letting people know about it, it kind of becomes kind of an ecotourism spot or someplace that people might want to come visit. But anyway, so Silas Doty, and lived in the area, was a thief his whole life. You can look him up on Wikipedia and read about his story. Thief his whole life. Stole horses, stole everything, even from when he was a kid. And so he was stealing some horses and was coming through this area running from the law, as they say. And he hid his horses here in this cave, but when it was bigger. You can kind of see, if you look at the top of the frame there, you can kind of see the top of where the cave used to be. So definitely big enough to fit horses in. And so that's kind of the local legend. And people now come down here to camp and whatnot. It's illegal to camp here technically until September through May. But after September 15th, from September 15th to May 15th, you can get a free permit from the DNR to camp out here, which is pretty cool. So if you get a chance, look up Silas Doty, and if you're hiking in this area sometime, take that little fork. North Country Trail hikers, they wouldn't even notice it, because it's sort of a local thing. People don't know about it. Try to catch up with my crew here. I've been working with teens since 1999, and one of the neat things that really gets them exposed to the world, I think, is getting them out here in nature, getting them away from the electronics, away from the PlayStation, away from the Xbox, all that stuff. Just to see that, you know, they're really not all that big in the world, you know. And you can also, I think a lot of times you can start when you show them, you know, kind of the beauty of the natural world. Some of the you can kind of hear me in the background. Get them to enjoy the beauty of creation. You know, a lot of times it can help open their eyes up to so many things. I mean, you can help them appreciate more some of the things they take for granted at home. I know after every one of these trips, kind of the first thing that people say is, I had a great time, but I really miss and I appreciate my mom, or I appreciate, you know, the food I have at home. And so it's really neat to be able to help open the eyes up, open the minds up a bit for kids, to just show them, you know, the real world is a lot bigger than themselves. Just a little philosophical rant too. Like I said, I've been working with teenagers since 1999, and just a part of their development. They don't realize that they are destructible, and sometimes trips like this can help them to get in touch with their own mortality, if you will. So the only downside to taking teens in the woods is they make a lot of noise. You don't get to see all the animals like you normally would, but
Oh, this is like a perfect camp spot.
I know, it's gorgeous. This is St. Joe the Maumee River.